Alright, good morning, folks. It's Danny here, your favorite realtor, and not only can I help you buy your house, but I'm going to show you how to maintain it as well. Today we're going to be changing out that boy. It's the whole house filter. Actually, I'm going to be adding on a few pieces this spring, but that's what came with it. We are on a well here, so that's the well pump. Brings the water in through there, into the water softener, back over to the water heater, around the house. So we're going to go ahead and swap that out today. Do it about once a month. I think recommended anywhere from 3 to 6 months, but I like doing it every month. So stay tuned. Alright, so first thing that we're going to do is we got to remove the current one that's there. So you're going to usually have one of these things hanging around somewhere, and that's what we're going to use. So first things first, let's go ahead and shut off the water coming in. And this is the water coming out after it goes through the filters. We're going to shut that off too. There's a little button up here to go ahead and relieve the pressure. Keep a little bucket here just to catch the water. It's going to come out. You got your little doohickey. Same thing, left loose, right tight. So we're going to go to the left this time. There it goes. Use that to loosen it. Bucket underneath and just give it a little spin here. And this is why I keep the bucket there, so you can catch that water that comes out. Alright, so once we got that removed, keep 2 buckets, one with hot water to clean this when we get it out. This is what we're going to dump the crap into. So, we got a little O-ring here. Get that cleaned. This is the filter. As you can see, it's full of sediment. Alright, that's what it's supposed to look like. And then you got your residue water here. Dump that in there. You saw that little white thing flop out. Another little rubber stopper that goes down in the bottom. But this is also, you can see, there's a little bit of sediment. And that's what this does. This just filters out the sediment. So we're going to get the hot water in there. And I keep a toothbrush to get in there, and a sponge to do the outside. So first things first, we'll get down here. Groove down in there that you want to kind of get cleaned out with all the sediment too. Get that cleaned out of there. Fill in with the sponge one time. Wipe down. You're going to just repeat that until you get all that sediment out of there. Takes about 3 times. It's looking pretty good. I really like to get that groove really clean. Nice and clean there. So that's done. And go hot. Just get it all at one time. So first things first, this goes back down into the bottom, and there's so much pressure it usually makes a mark, so you just kind of want to get it right back in that same spot. That's where it's just been used to. As far as this goes, I always like to put a little bit of coating here, right? This is just waterproof silicone for all your standard O-rings. Anytime I do anything with an O-ring, keeps it nice and healthy. Just saves me from having to replace that thing more often than not. So, works great. Remember what the old one looks like? This is what the new one looks like. recommended. It's a polyurethane threaded filter. They sell all kinds of filters. I was told by the guy who came out and cleaned the first problem I had that I had the wrong type of filter in there. Bought some of these from him, never had a problem since. So, been using them. They're great. They're not expensive, so changing it once a month doesn't hurt either. So, just line your new one right in there, and then we're going to get this thing back up there. Alright, so we got that all set, and we're just going to carefully try to keep it as level as possible so it lines up good inside there. Just keep giving that a nice little spin around until you catch your groove. Nice. Listen, it's all plastic. You don't need to over crank that thing, right? It's got a rubber gasket in there, or O-ring, I mean. You definitely don't need to crank that thing. If not, you're just going to crack it, and then you got to replace the whole dang thing. So give it a nice tight, quarter turn over. Once that's up there, you're going to start to release your water in first, right? So don't open this one to the house. I just do it a little slow. The reason I do it slow is just to make sure that I got a good seal up here. It'll start to leak if I don't. Dry this up a little bit here. That way I can see if there's anything fresh that comes out. And that's filling up. Okay. So once you're full, nothing's leaking, now I can open up to the house. There you go. Doing in that order, you don't end up with a lot of bubble and water in or air in your lines. So water's filtered. Anytime you change a new filter, you should always run cold water through it. So that way there's just, you know, little fibers and stuff that are in here don't end up in your hot water heater. So you want to run some hot water or some cold water through there. So you give it about 2-3 minutes on a cold spout. I got a sink right here that I'm running off, and that's it. You're done. Come back in 30 days, you do it all over again, right? Keep your water nice and fresh. It keeps the sediment out of your hot water filter. You'll still get some down there anyway. That's the next house thing we'll be doing, is just flushing the hot water heater. So check in for the new video, and I'll show you how to do that too. Have a good one.